Yo, okay, so I got a map tier list for you. All of the maps in Year 6 Season 4 of Rainbow Six Siege on a tier list. Let's get it. Okay, so let me explain the tier list first. Obviously you have maps that are perfect, don't need any changes, very balanced, very fun to play. Not really any explaining I need to do there. Good is just perfect, but not as perfect. They have a few changes that need to be made, not the most balanced, not the most fun, but still pretty good. Okay maps are maps that aren't balanced, not fun to play on, and overall just need some 1 or 2 changes to happen and they'd be good. Rework are maps that just need to completely be changed. An entire rework needs to be done for it to be playable, fun, balanced, etc. Maps that need to be deleted are maps where the actual concept of the map, no matter how you switch up the rooms and change it, it's just going to be a bad map. So with that out the way, let's get into the tier list. First up, Favela. Delete the map. I don't care how many times you rearrange the rooms. The overall concept of having that map where there's so many walls and so many rooms that can be breached all right next to each other with no real separation and just kind of sporadic random staircases, separate walls, different bathrooms. It's too open. It's too weird. I don't like the map. I don't care how much you rework it. It's bad. Delete it out of the game. No one will complain. Off the bat, too, I'm going to say the exact same thing about Tower. Its problem isn't the sporadic walls and staircases, it's just the size of the map. It's too big. If they downscaled it, it would still be too big because of how the map is just laid out, how it's structured. So, Tower, delete it. Hereford Base is the same way for me. It's just a bad map. I don't care how many times you rework it. Actually, the more you've reworked it, it's gotten worse. Hereford Base is just terrible. Delete it out of the game. Cool. Now that I can see all of the deleted ones that I think I'm going to delete, I'll move on to a different category. Coastline, I think, is good. Coastline doesn't need a hard breacher, which is my personal favorite part about the map. They changed VIP the way it needed to be changed. They made it to where the bars aren't a thing anymore. So overall, pretty good. I like Coastline. Alright. Let's get all the casual maps out of the way. So first we have House. House is good. Let me stress, this is for a casual map, so it does everything a casual map needs to do. It's small, all the rounds are quick because of that, and it's just good for warm-ups. It's also nostalgic. It's also the perfect 1v1 map. It's good for what it's supposed to be. I like it. Plane, the exact same thing. We need a plane map on an anti-terrorism game. I think it's pretty obvious. Overall, one of the most fun maps to play. And I just like it. It's good. Clubhouse, perfect map. I think it is amazing. There is nothing that they could do to this map to make it any better. In my opinion, I think it's just pretty good. I like the changes that they made to it. I think it's the most balanced site in the game. Overall, perfect map. Let's see. Bank is okay. Bank, the thing with it is there's a lot of open space, a lot of windows. There's just a lot of room for awkwardness. Playing basement is borderline unplayable. It's not balanced, not fun. I hate it. Bank is okay, but it's not rework or delete because the concept of the map is savable. But I think it needs 1 or 2 more changes before I can put it in the good category. Let's see. I want you to rework Fortress, and here's why. The concept of Fortress is not bad. It's just too fucking big. There's too many rooms, and not enough sites to go around in all of the rooms. There's too much potential for roaming. It's just really awkward to play on because of how big it is. That's pretty much all. Shrink the map, I think would be good. Cafe. I think Cafe's good. I think a lot of people put Cafe in okay, but I think Cafe's actually pretty balanced, pretty fun. They close off a lot of the windows that needed to be closed off. I love the rework just in general with the prep room and the small bake area. If you know how to defend on it, it's a blast playing that map. But other than that, yeah, Cafe is pretty good. Okay, hot take. Canal is definitely good. Canal is one of those maps that once you learn how to play it, it's fun and balanced. But if you don't know how to play it, it is definitely one of the worst maps to play. Fairly balanced. I think the only thing that's kind of weird about it is that it's is that the only way that you could go in between the two buildings that is canal is through these two bridges that are really hard to go through, that are really tight spaces that have a lot of windows surrounding them. So that's my only complaint that would have put canal into perfect. Other than that, it's just good. Let's see. Oregon is perfect. I love Oregon. I think my only complaint is that I play it too often, because Oregon is often just the better choice than the other two maps that are in the map pool for the game. But other than that, extremely balanced, extremely fun. It's kind of just good old reliable in terms of maps. Outback needs to be deleted, and here's why. The concept of the map is just bad, no matter how much they rework it. The rework was good. It made the map like actually comfortable to play on. But actually getting into the building as an attacker is extremely difficult, because the windows and doors are exposed to like 17 different angles once you walk in. So it kinda is unbearable unless you have a Yana and preset drones in the prep phase. Nobody really likes the map. There's always going to be a better map to pick in the map ban phase, and I just think it needs to be out of the game. Let's look at a map like Skyscraper. I think Skyscrapers actually is, again, one of those maps like Canal where people just don't like it because it's new, it's different, and they haven't learned it yet. Once people learn how to play Skyscraper, it's fairly balanced. It's definitely a lot of fun. So I think it's good. Border is okay. I personally like Border a lot more than I'm putting on right now, but I have to set my personal feelings towards the map aside when making a tier list and just be honest. The actual balancing of the map is pretty defender-sided in my experience. And the reason that I say that Border's fun to play on is because it's fun to play on defense, because it's kind of defender-sided. Whenever I play on attack, I dread my life just waiting for the defense round, making it not balanced, not fun, not a good map. It needs definitely a few changes. The rework was definitely good. I would have put it in rework before, but now it's not. So Border is okay. Yacht rework. I want there to be a boat map in the game for the same reason that I like plane being in the game. But it's just a pain in the ass to play on. Not a good map, not fun. Very just unbalanced in general, so it needs a rework. Chalet's okay. It's the same reason that it is for Bank. Consulate's the same reason that it is for Bank and Chalet. There's too many windows. It's really just awkward to attack in. But there can be saving for the map, because the concept of the map isn't bad, just the execution is. So I'm putting Chalet and Consulate in okay. Theme Park is going to go in good. I think Theme Park is good for the same reason that I think Skyscraper and Canal is good, in terms of the fact that most people don't like playing them just because they don't know how to play them, but once you know how to play it, it's pretty good. The only thing actually keeping me from putting it in perfect is the site Drug Lab, but also just because it's a little big. So Theme Park can just stand good. I'm cool with that. Villa, hot take, perfect map. I love Villa. I wish they'd have a bomb site in the basement, maybe rework the basement or something like that, just because I want to play in it. But other than that, very balanced, very fun every time I play it. I always love how it's coming down to the wire. It's always overtime with Villa for me, unless we're like getting stomped, just because of how balanced the map is. It's great. So perfect map. That's gonna be pretty much it for the video. I don't see anything else that I would really change around. If you disagree with anything I put on this tier list, I actually would love you to let me know. In my last tier list video where I ranked all the operators in Year 6 Season 4, somebody actually disagreed with my Capitao placement in the video, and actually changed my mind on something. So if you disagree with something, actually let me know. I'm curious. If you're new here, sub. I'm posting videos every single Tuesday. Maybe not next week because I'm going on a trip to Colorado, but I'm going to try to prepare a video in advance. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. And I'll see you in the next one.